Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Carlos Martinez coming to you live from Chicago. What's going on? Here to talk to you about an important topic on how to generate leads for your online business, man. I'm telling you, this is something that hopefully you can get a lot of value from. Pretty powerful stuff that I've learned, and I'm going to give a shout out a little bit to someone who's taught me this. He's been one of my mentors, one of my best mentors. Who I've grown and loved over the years, and him and his wife have just been so awesome. So anyway, let's see who's tuning in here. Let me know where you're tuning in from, what part of the world you're tuning in from, what city, what state, what country. If you're tuning in live, let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're watching the replay, just type in hashtag replay on there, and then yeah, let me know where you're tuning in from. So that's cool. So anyway, folks, so as you know, most of us, right, a lot of us are looking for an additional source of income, right? Another way to just generate, excuse me, here I got a little message coming through. Let me just up that there. There we go. Got it out of the way. What's up, Peggy Moore? How you doing, my sister? I hope all is well. Thank you for joining my live. I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for asking. How are you? I know you are blessed, right? God bless you and your family. So folks, anyway, so as you know, most of us are looking for, a way out of the rat race, trying to get another source of income and stuff like that, right? A lot of us are being forced to do things to our bodies that we don't want to do with some of these mandates that are going on. So we're looking, for other sources, right? As I'm here to help you, hopefully give you some tips on how to best generate leads. Because I think Tina McDonald, thank you for joining my live from Indiana. You're awesome. Miriam Groff, you're awesome. You're awesome, Miriam. Thank you so much for being a blessing. All right, guys. So here's the thing. All right. So as we're building a business, right, you gotta, one of the things that we need, right, in order to generate an income is we need customers, right? It makes sense. We need customers. So the question is, how do you generate leads for, customers? And most of us, kind of don't want to do that, right? Because we feel like we're bothering people. Sometimes we don't have time to do it either, right? We're just busy, right? We're busy mom, busy dad, busy grandparents, busy at our careers. We're just busy and we don't have the time to do it. But I think a lot of times is that, we just kind of like, sometimes it feels icky because you feel like you're having to sell people, right? Well, how about if I showed you a way, right? How about if I showed you a way on how you can get people reaching out to you, right? To ask you what it is that you're doing. Okay. Now, I got to tell you, this is not something that happens overnight, right? It's not something that's going to happen overnight. But if you do it consistently, right, you'll start to develop a brand and you'll start having people reaching out to you. So now, the mentor that I want to give a shout out to are his husband and wife team, okay? And their names are Ray and Jessica Higdon, right? Ray and Jessica Higdon. And Ray and Jessica Higdon, hold on, guys, I'm getting some phone calls here. And Ray and Jessica Higdon, they're just totally awesome. I've been following them for years. So if you don't know who Ray and Jessica Higdon are, okay, you can go to Ray Higdon, HIGDON.com. He actually teaches you how to market for your business. He'll teach you how to market for your business, no matter what kind of business that you're in, but they do specialize in online businesses and they do things called like attraction marketing. Okay. And one of the concepts that he teaches, and if you actually follow this, right, if you follow this part of it, you'll start to having people attracted to you to ask you what it is that you're doing in business and want to take a look at what you're doing. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to join you, but at the very least, they've expressed an interest in what it is that you're doing. All right. And right, wouldn't you rather have people asking you about your business as opposed to you kind of going out, asking them and doing cold calls and stuff like that, via Facebook Messenger, maybe spamming people, right, which we shouldn't be doing, right? But so how would you like to have people attracted to you, right? So here's the concept, and here's what Ray Higdon taught me. So again, shout out to Ray Higdon and Jessica Higdon. So here's what they teach you. They teach you a concept called ILT. ILT. Now, ILT stands for something. I stands for invest. L stands for learn, and T stands for teach. Invest, learn, teach. Invest in your education, right? So learn something. Now, investing doesn't always need to be about money, right? Investing could be investing your time, right? Because there's a lot of stuff that you can learn for free on webinars, stuff for free on YouTube, right? Even books, right? Even books, you can learn stuff for free in, books. They have free books that you can download online, like for example, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, right? They got free books on that you can download and learn stuff from that, right? You learn it, you can learn a chapter at a time, and then you teach it. The secret is teaching it. So that is the secret. When you become the teacher, you become the authority. Let me repeat that. When you become the teacher, you become the authority, and people start to look for you. So let's just say, for example, that you just got into gardening. Okay, let's say you got into gardening, and with how crazy things are getting, stuff right now in the world, and you're like, well, you know what? I want to start growing my own food, at least some vegetables and fruits and stuff like that, right? And so let's say you just started to learn how to grow your own vegetables from your own home, right? Using like an aeroponic system or a hydroponic system or something like that, right? And now you start teaching about it. Hey, listen, here's how I grew some tomatoes and some cucumbers and how I grew some strawberries, so on and so forth. And if you start to do, talking about it, right? Now, here's another thing. The best way to do it is via video, right? I know a lot of us are video shy, right? We don't want to do that. But if you want the quickest way is to teach people about something that you're really passionate about via video. They don't have to be long videos, guys. They can be simple 3 to 5 minute videos just teaching, hey, here's how I grew my tomato. And guess what? To make it easier, you can be out by your garden just kind of showing more your garden than you could something else, all right? Or let's say that you're really good at cooking, right? And here's, for those busy moms or busy dads, and, you're kind of wondering, you just got the kids home from school, you're helping them from homework, and you're wondering what to prepare in 30 minutes for the kids that is super delicious and nutritious. Here goes my favorite recipe, right? And then you show them that. And if you do that consistently, guess what? You're going to brand yourself as, hey, for gardening tips on how to grow a home garden, reach out to Peggy Moore, all right? Or Bettina McDonald or Miriam Groff or so on and so forth, right? Or hey, on how to prepare quick meals, right? I'm gonna reach out to these awesome superstars because they know what they're doing, right? And then you start to subscribe, people start to look for you for that information, right? And what happens is, as you start to do that consistently, now consistently can be once a week, right? Consistently can be once every other week, but ideally, hopefully you're doing it at least once a week where you're putting content out there and you're teaching people about something. And what happens is you start to develop a following, right? People look to you for that information, all right? So then, and at that point, guess what? With that following, people start to like you, right? They start to trust you. There goes a key word. Right? They start to trust you because remember, folks, this doesn't happen overnight. So you got to be patient with yourself. Be good to yourself. It does not happen overnight, but eventually, as you're consistent, there goes that C word again, consistent, and consistently educate people. All right. Then what happens is you start to create a following. You start to create a trust, and people start to ask you and want to join your business. So I get people asking me about my business all the time because I made a decision. This is going back to June of 2018. I had never, ever done a video in my life, right? And I was in a bad financial situation at the time, like very bad. And I was talking to my good friend, Ron Deering, okay? A shout out to Ron Deering. Like, hey, Ron, listen, this is June of 2018. And I was at the point where I had my bills paid for June, but come July of 2018, I was in trouble. Like, I didn't have any more money, right? I'm like, what am I going to do, Ron? I gotta, and I had joined this business with him. I'm like, I want to, create an audience quickly, and I want to be able to, generate leads and make as much money as I can quickly. And he goes, Carlos, well, since you asked me to, what's the quickest way to do it? He says, you got to start doing Facebook Lives. I'm like, oh, Ron, anything but lives. Can I just buy leads? No, they don't work. I've wasted so many thousands of dollars on leads and they just don't work. Because folks, right? Remember what I said earlier, there's no relationship there. There's no trust, right? So you got to start developing the trust. You got to start educating people on something, right? It could be like you're just reading your favorite book. Okay, you can be that you're reading your favorite book, whatever it is, okay, and just take a chapter or take a few pages and just do a live about it, okay? Now, doing video is the best way, but if you're absolutely not willing to do video because you're not ready for it yet, then at the very least, write something, okay, on Facebook, on Instagram, say, hey, listen, I'm studying this book, and here's the chapter that I'm reading, and this is what the chapter is about, and here's what I learned from it, and put together 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 bullet points on what those things mean to you. And if you do that consistently, guess what? You're going to create a following. Now, it's going to take you longer than if you did video. Hey, Jim Brophy, thank you so much for trusting me, brother. You're awesome. But if you did video, if you did video, people are going to trust you that much quicker. Just because that's just how it is, guys, right? Just people on video, you get to see who they are, what they're like, all their mistakes and stuff like that. You get to see the real person. You just connect to video quicker than you would in people just writing, right? That makes sense, right? So know that when you do your first video, you're going to mess up. But I'm here to tell you that that's okay, because guess what? You're going to be able to relate to a lot of people. You're going to be able to relate to a lot of people. You're going to keep it real. And you know what? I'm running low on battery here. So I'm going to wrap this up. But yeah, you're going to keep it real, right? And people are going to love you for that. They're going to connect with you, right? So hopefully you got value from this. If you did, please share this out with other people. And if you'd like to find out what it is that I'm doing to earn passive income without having to refer or recruit anyone, right? Being able to grow your money passively, send me a message, say, Carlos, send me more information, or just comment below more information, and I'll be able to get back to you as soon as I can, all right? Love and appreciate you. God bless you guys. Thank you for watching my live. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.